Hello, I'm Ray. At least, that's the name I used to go by. I want to tell you a story. It's about a world of fear, a boy and his cat, and how they became victims of that world. Across the globe, the cries of abandoned cats filled the night, some laced with regrets, and others with hate towards the humans who had left them to die. Summoned by their sorrow, a demon panther named Chewy was born. With fur as bright as starlight, and eyes dyed with the wisps of a twilight sky, he alone wielded the power to fight back against humanity. He summoned forth his fan paws, feline spirits sent to terrorize anyone who mistreated a cat. Filled with dismay and hasty in their judgment, the humans slew the demon. Overwhelmed with malice, the fan paws took on a nightmarish form. They revived Chewy, and both disappeared into the night. Word spread fast, and soon arose a faction called Wishbane. They dedicated their lives to tracking down the giant fanpaw, whom they named Shadow, and its master, Chewy. To coax them out of hiding, they lined the streets with murdered strays and waited for the vengeful spirits to enact their retribution. The Wishbane grew in number, amassing loyal followers who reported sightings of any suspicious cats. Learning his lesson, Shadow retreated into the night, never to be seen again. However, Wishbane persisted, carrying out their atrocities regardless. That was until one lonesome boy came into being. My parents told me that when I was born, I cried inconsolable tears. I can't explain why, but I always felt this weird sense of loneliness, as if I was missing a piece of myself. I did my best to pretend like the feeling didn't exist. I managed to coexist with my peers and masked the emptiness that always tugged at me. Then, out of nowhere, came a strange sensation. A feeling there was somewhere I needed to be, somewhere I always should have been. I followed that feeling, and it led me to him. There, kitty cat. You and I, we're a lot alike, aren't we? Nobody wants us, and we're all alone. Well, now we have each other. Come here. Let's get you out of the rain. Now, what shall we call you?
Who are you? Stay back! I feel like I should be afraid, but something about you seems so familiar.
The instant we touched, the emptiness I'd felt all my life was gone. Though we had just met, it felt like I was greeting an old friend.
Finally! Chewy, my dude! I've been looking all over for you.
What? Who's Chewy? I'm not... Wait, you can talk?
Are you telling me you still don't remember?
Remember what? I don't understand. What is this? Who are you?
Damn, it warned me this might happen. Well, I guess I could fill you in. After all, it has been a while. Long ago, you and I were quite the team, taking out humans left and right. Like nothing or nobody could put us down. Then came the Wishbane. They slaughtered our friends, so many of them dead for nothing. Until they came for you. But you had an idea. A way for us to finally defeat those who caused our kind to suffer for all those years. You would be reborn as a human. As your body matured, your power would incubate long enough to make a final strike against them, once and for all. I never expected it would work. I'll tell you, it took a lot of my power to make this a reality. So much power, I turned into that kitty cat. But when we touched, I could finally speak to you again. I could help you realize what you were created for. Chewie, you're the answer to our prayer.
My. You had us beat for a while. We've killed countless of your kind over the years, and yet you never showed. Still, you're here now. Returned from the dead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb! Overnight, your parasite fan paws crawled out of hiding and laid havoc on our cities. Men and women attacked in the streets. There could only be one cause. You.
So, you're the one who that cat was talking about. All those cats, all that slaughter, that was you?
The demonic entity ruling from the shadows, causing humanity to fear and tremble, has come back in the form of a child. How unfortunate. A pleasure to see you again, Chewie. It's a shame we won't get another chance.
I still don't know what's going on. Or why I'm involved. But one thing's for sure. You're out of your mind. I won't let you get away with this.
What makes you think you can stop us? Have the last 2 decades taught you nothing? We'll play this game of slaughter with or without you.
Shadow, where are you? No!
Would you look at that? 2 for the price of 1.
Dude, you remembered me.
Why? Why did you save me?
It's not like this has happened before. It's no big deal. I can always try again. Next life.
No! I don't understand. There has to be something I can do. I can't let you die. Not like this. All my life. I kept feeling this crushing loneliness. But the moment I met you, I suddenly felt whole again. I can't go back to that life. A life without you by my side.
What is this?
Shadow! If what you told me is true, that I have power too, right? Maybe the power to save you too. I can't lose you. There's still so much I need to know.
I'm sorry. We'll get it next time.
No. This ends here.
Get them! It's no use! He's too strong!
8 years have passed since then. Wishbane still lingers, and they've continued their search for Chewie, to no avail. My first attack against them, although powerful, sapped me of a lot of strength since my power hadn't fully matured. Now, I live in a graveyard, somewhere they can't track me. I've taken on a new name, dyed my hair so those idiots can't tell it's me. But cat ears for a noob. Fortunately, people think they're just a fashion statement. I can use my power to become invisible. I can sneak around and steal things to survive. The world's a lot different since my first encounter with Wishbane, and it's somewhat peaceful, but they're still around. I can still feel the sorrow of Fanpaws in this world. Living in this new form, I've learned something about Chewie. It's the bond he has with others that gives him his true power. If I forge more bonds with humans, then maybe I can fully regain my abilities. Thanks to some folks I've met over the years, I've learned ways to do that, even with those who live thousands of miles away. So, you might ask, what happened to Shadow? Well, fret not, he's still around. He exists within me, almost like an extension of my senses. We're going to do our best to create bonds with as many humans as possible, and maybe with your help, we can save this world. Once and for all.
Like a ship without a guide, you sail aimless through the night and spend every waking second with your eyes closed in your memories from a not so distant world where everything makes sense. And you knew without a question you were happy then, you were innocent. But I've seen how far you've come, and I know just what you've done to get there. You don't have to give in to doubt and anger, 'cause I'll be right beside you forever.
Oh, wow. Hi. Hello. Holy shit. If you could see like a like a hospital scan of what my heart looks like right now. It's like doing the cha-cha slide right now. Oh my god, hi. I didn't mean to traumatize you guys so badly with that lore, but hey, you know, you had to know. You had to know how I got to be the way I am, you know, and now you know. You know, it took a lot of your emotions, it took a lot of your a lot of your energy, but oh my god. Oh, hi everyone. Oh, I'm so happy to see all of you. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, is that me? Oh, that is me. Hey, what's up? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, we got little fan paws in my ears. All right. I've delayed this long enough. Ah! Hi. Hello. Oh my god. Wow, the day has finally come. Ah, it's been a long time coming, I'll tell you that. It was a labor of love, about a year and a half labor of love. But we'll talk about that later. Let's go over my body, shall we? Let's take a look at it, all right? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I I wonder if I should have done that thing where you start at like the feet and then go up, but who cares? Who cares, you know? Let's take a peek at me, okay? I'll zoom in so you can get a good look at the details. Yeah? Yeah. All right, take a look at this. I have myself a little, gosh, what do you call this? A bell. Got a little ghosty bell. That way, if you ever hear it ringing, you know I'm near. So it doesn't make any sound now, but in the future, I would very much like to put a proper bell sound inside of it. That way it like can actually jingle more. Because right now it's just quiet, which I mean, helps a lot if I'm trying to sneak around places. Ooh. And then we've got some bows, some ribbons on my shirt. I guess a vest you'd call it? Yeah, pretty fucking cute, I think. I think it's pretty fucking awesome. And then as you go a little lower, you see my belt. It's like two different kinds of belts. One that goes over my waist and then one that goes like, well, I guess both of these go over my waist, but it's like one's connected to like a chain that also has a little fanbug keychain attached to it. You see? Yeah. And then I've also got some nice hands. Take a look at them. You may hold if you so wish. Here, I'll give y'all a little pet. And then, ooh. The way this is taking up like all the screen. My entire set of thighs and my legs too. Take a look at all this shit. Yeah, tasgaru. It come with an amazing job on this. I love looking at my legs the most on this. It's beautiful. My body's beautiful. You may look respectfully or disrespectfully. You know, I ain't gonna judge. This is a chill space. You can do whatever you want. And then you go down and look at my shoes. I put little hearts on them because I love to go walking and running all the time. It's one of my favorite things to do when the thoughts start thoughting a little too much. God, it is so hard to speak right now. Holy shit. Ooh, and that's not it. That's not all. That's not all. Can you believe it? There is something special to show all of you, but I wonder if it will work. Let's see. Let me take a quick look at something to make sure that it's gonna work. Whoa! I kind of jumped out there for a moment. Holy shit! Oh my god! All right, give me a quick second. I'm just looking at something right quick. Also, I hope you enjoy the little alerts. They were really fun to make, and I really love how I love hearing it all the time. Anytime someone pops in, I get to hear it all over again, and it's one of my favorite things in the world. It makes me very happy. It gives me a lot of joy. Yeah. All right. Oh. All right. Are we ready? Okay. I hope this does not scare you too much. Hello! How do you like it? You like? I hope it's not too scary. I hope you enjoy what you see. Ah, this is probably one of my favorite things about my body, is that I can do this. I'm scared in a horny way. You know what? That is the exact kind of energy that I want to evoke in everyone, you know? I don't want you to just be scared. I'd like you if you are also a little bit turned on at the same time. I think that will make me very happy. Holy shit. Well, let's put it away for now. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I promise. We'll revisit it. I gotta put it away because I got something else to show you guys too. This isn't all. Can you believe this isn't all? All right. Whoops! I didn't mean to turn into that again. I get confused. I get confused a lot of the time. It's okay. It's par for the course, you know? All right. Well, there is something else to show you guys. Well, you see these little fan paws in my ears? Up here and up here? Well, depending on the time of day or depending on their mood, they can do this. Take a look at them. Little floaties right next to me. It's so cute. It's so adorable. I love them a lot. They are like my guardian angels. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little lonely, they'll just like pop out and like chill next to me and float. It's adorable. Their names, they don't have names. They're just referred to as fan paws. That's what their official name is. If you wanted to call them anything. Yes, you may pet them. Yes, you may pet them. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. And that's not all either. Can you believe it? This isn't all they can do. They can also do this. Now, this is a form that they take during like the late night hours. So usually when it's pretty dark outside, they'll like to turn into this and just kind of chill out, you know? Try to have a little late night freaking, what do you call it? Like a late night slumber party. I love it. I love it. Yes, you can still pat them. Your hand might go through, but you know, it's whatever, you know. You can't really you can't really control what they do. They kind of do what they want, you know. All right, let's place them back. Let's place them back in, and back in my ears you go. All right. Well, we should really get into it, shouldn't we? All right. Let me brag. Holy shit! I can't words. Let me bring you guys to, well, you know, presentation. Ha. Oh, I'm in the way. Holy shit! I'm in the way. Holy shit! Hi. Oh. All right. Well, it begins. Let us discuss. Let us talk about things and learn a little about me. We can learn a little about each other. Welcome to my graveyard that I like to call the kitty graveyard, but sometimes that does sound a little dark, but hey, that was kind of my story. So what are you gonna do? You know, you can't really change it. You know, sometimes the cutest things can also be pretty depressing at the same time. Anyway, hello. Let us go to the next slide, shall we? Boom! We should begin with giving credits to the lore video because that was a labor of love, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't express how happy and excited I was to work with the people that I worked with for this. The video itself was made by the amazing Shun. They did such a beautiful job. I remember like I actually cried when I watched the final video. Actually, no, when I watched I was just watching like a work in progress they sent me, and like I was like actively crying because I was just like, oh, it's coming together. I was so sad, and I'd be so emotional. But it was a lot of fun to work on, and I also had the amazing honor of working with the amazing Lucy, who she helped me edit my story, and then she also went like a whole extra mile to like make a like proper script. Well, I get a proper script with like sound like direction and shit. Like the reason the lore video sounded and it came out so cool is thanks to Lucy. Like Lucy was the one that helped me come up with like, you know, just different ways that I wanted to, you know, put in different sounds, like which ways I wanted to act and like direct certain things, and it was just amazing. And then of course, like you can't miss out on Jason, the storyboards. Oh my god, the shots. I would have struggled so hard if I didn't have Jason's help with the storyboards. Like, I'm so grateful to him. It was an amazing experience working with him. He gave me such a in-depth storyboard that was so easy to follow and work with, and just I can't express it enough. And then of course, Miss Aruseli did the design for the priest. So the reason I thought it was kind of funny reading chat while the priest had like popped up and everyone was like, "Oh no, he's hot." Well, you have Aru to thank for that. She's the reason he came out looking the way that he did. And I remember so vividly when I was working with her, I was like, make him like a priest, but like I want him to be so hot that people can't help but like love him, even though he was gonna do some really fucked up shit, and he did. He did some quite fucked up shit. You know, he freaking shot Shadow, killed him, and then tried to shoot me. Like, what the hell? How completely unfair. We didn't deserve that. We deserve better than that. And then that's not it either. And then we have the voice cast. Now this, mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm giving kisses to all these people. Hold on. Mwah. Oh wait, that's me. Mwah, mwah, and mwah. Of course, you know, Ray was me. That was me. I played myself. It was a lot of fun. I had so much fun doing that. I can't express to you the experience it was to record for that. It was kind of a, like, I really got to put it all out there in that, and I think you guys could hear it too as well. I really had a lot of fun putting every single emotion I could into it. And then of course, my beloved Shadow was played by the lovely Noro, who's one of my best friends. Love you, dude. He did an amazing job. Oh my god, it was so much fun working with him, and his final performance was so cool. And then the priest, Sir Coffin Jockey. Oh my god, I just, oh my god, when I got his like lines back for the priest, I was just like listening to it, and I was just like, oh shit. I gotta finish editing this, but like this got me feeling some type of way. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But it was incredible. And then the amazing Nipa Dubs helped me out with playing some of the Wishbane men, who are like a lot of like the background characters. He is so skilled, so talented, and so fast as well. Like, and the quality was just amazing. Like, these people, like dream fucking team on this. Oh my god, I couldn't be more thankful. All right, let's get started on me. Hey, hey, what's up? It's me. Of course, you already knew that since you were here since the beginning. But let's just talk a little bit about myself, shall we? Yeah, my name is Yure, or Yure. I am 5'8", 175 centimeters. So I'm not, you know, I'm not the tallest, but I think I'm good enough. You know, I'm not like titty sucking height, but I'm alright, I think. Now for the cat species I am a panther, specifically a white panther, as in this one right here, who you saw in the lore video. I am a ghost of a demon panther. And my hex codes, now this is where shit kind of got a little silly for me, because this was not intentional. But can we talk about how the hex code for Shadow's eyes have Bay in them? That was completely not planned. That was 100% not planned at all. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm not gonna change it. And anyone I ever work with in the future, I'm gonna be like, you have to make sure you're going with this exact hex code, because I don't want, it can't be anything different. I feel like this is like This is like divine not intervention. This is like freaking, what's the word? This was like planned by the universe. Oh, and then my birthday, April 2nd. So it's pretty far in the future, but hey, you know, I was born on that day. So on to the next one. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Oh, but before we go to the next one, you know, I feel like someone else should be the one to introduce you to the next slide. So oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Hello. Holy shit. Oh, I'm in the way. Hold up. My ass too fat. Hold up. All right. Oh, fuck. So you wanted me to say it again. All right. Hello. It's your other boy. My name is Shadow. And my height? Well, it depends. I'm in the fucking way. Like, move your fat ass. It's my fat ass. What am I talking about? You can barely see that. But depending on the form I'm in, I'm either gonna be the size of, like, I guess a phone, or I can be the size of a full-grown bear. It depends. Now, the species I am is a fanpaw, pronounced fan-paw. Feline spirit born from the spiritual malice of stray cats. That is who I am. And I love being this. It's pretty great, you know. It kind of sucked that I had to die the way that I did, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, you can't really control what happens in your life. And, you know, so sometimes life just kind of throws a curveball at you. In my case, it threw a fucking beach ball in my face. Does a beach ball hurt? Maybe I should have picked a baseball. Who cares? But that's me. You guys will get to see a lot more of me in the future.
You know, he had to do it. It's so fucking hard out here. Oh, and then of course we gotta talk about my mama, my beloved mama. There are no words. I feel like she does not need an introduction. Kamochiru, the most incredible mama a VTuber could ever want. She was an incredible person to work with. She was just an absolute joy, an absolute pleasure to work with, and just insanely cracked. She works so fast, like you wouldn't even, like, you could go to sleep and you'll wake up the next day and like she's already done with everything. Like that is what working with her was like. Oh, I got hiccups. Oh god, I'm getting too excited. That is exactly what working with her was like. It is so I can't. Yodo can vouch for me. Like, Kamo works like a machine, like a super fast-powered machine. Oh my god. She is a blessing, and I hope you enjoy. You should probably, you know, give her a follow if you can, if you ever have a chance. You know, she's an incredible person, and she works on so many VTubers, and she works with so many amazing people, and she's just I could talk about her for like a day, but we gotta keep moving. We can't keep y'all waiting for too long. Next, the rigging team that helped make all of this a reality, the amazing Iron Vertex team. Thank you so much to Enma and Soy and the whole Iron Vertex team. It was such a joy to work with. I like Soy doesn't know this, but the day that I was like the first day I was working with Soy, I took a screenshot of that moment because I wanted to remember it for the future. And I still have that screenshot, and I plan on like posting it in like the near future. But it was like a very special time for me because I was just like, oh my god, like this is really happening. I'm like, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be moving soon. It was just I'm a very sentimental guy, kind of like that. I'm sentimental like that. I can't help it. It's just how I am. And then Enma's rigging is just like absolutely insane. Like, oh, I am beyond honored to be one of Iron Vertex's children. Just I'm so happy. It is such a blessing, and I'm so glad that I can finally move. I can move, I can emote, I can cry, I can look at you confused. Whoops, not what I meant to do. It's hard out here. Anyway, on to the next slide. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I need to get like a proper fucking I need to get a proper like I need to get like a what do you call it, like a notepad that tells me what like my freaking keybinds are, because I get so confused all the time. Anyway, credits, stream credits. Oh my god. We got to start with Shun, of course. The starting and ending screen. I guess I can probably show you the ending screen right quick. Yeah, I can show you the ending screen right quick, just so you can take a little peek at it right quick. Yeah, that, my starting screen, and also my schedule, which will be going up about, I think, on Sunday, I believe. All that was made by Shun. Like, Shun is an incredible person to work with, and I cannot, but like, I'm so blessed. Shun is always so on board with working with me on things, and it's like, no matter how crazy or wacky the idea is, Shun is always just so excited and so just pumped to make things with me, and it's just every single time we work together, something amazing comes out of it, and I'm forever grateful. And then, of course, my overlays were made by the incredible Soul at Tea Company. Soul's overlays are chef's kiss. She is absolutely cracked. She's so fucking amazing. I can't. I could also talk about how much I love her and everything that she does. She's so hardworking and so incredible. And then my emotes were by the amazing Chica. It was, you're gonna hear me say this a lot, but it was such an honor to work with Chica. Like, Chica is someone whose work and just grind I respect so much. She works so hard. She's worked so hard for so long, and I just, to be able to work with her on my emotes has been such a joy. And then my starting screen illustration is by Stetsu, who is an incredible artist who, you know when you work with an artist and like they somehow, without you even having to like properly communicate to them, they just understand who you are and like your essence? That is how I feel working with Stetsu. They are such an incredible artist. I love how they draw me. It's 100% a blessing. And then my ending screen illustration is by Kurinea, who is an incredible Dragon Ball Z artist who makes a lot of really incredible just illustrations. They have such great gesture and just I could talk about that for days, but we gotta keep this moving. And then, of course, the stream background music that you're listening to right now, the opening was a starting screen and the ending screen, and the one you're hearing right now, and also the BRB music as well, which, you guys haven't gotten to hear that yet either. I can show that to you right quick too as well. Give you maybe a 3 seconds of it. You'll get to hear all that in full in the future. But yeah, all of that was by me. I really enjoyed working on this. I put a lot of time and a lot of thought into the songs that I created. And of course, my logo, which you can see up here, is by the amazing Para. Para is so cool. Para is so funny too. Oh my gosh. I hope everyone gets a chance to meet or work with Para in the future. They are such a skilled artist, and they're just so, like, their quality is so clean and cool, and I can't sing their praises enough. I'm eternally blessed and grateful, you know? It's an endless joy. All right, let's get down to what makes me tick and what makes me untick, or what makes me feel like there's a tick on me. One of the first things I love doing, I love napping. I sleep quite a lot, to the point where sometimes I miss out on certain events that are happening. Almost every day, if not several times a week, I will take like a mini nap. But sometimes I'll end up taking a nap, and then it turns into like a 6-hour sleep, and then I wake up very discombobulated, and I'm like, oh God, what like part of the universe did I like morph into? And I love to draw. I love creating art. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've been doing it since I was small, since I was a tiny little lad. I really enjoy doing that a lot. I love making stories and just drawing out the ideas in my head. And singing! I love to sing. I'm sure you can tell by the ending song that you heard, and you'll get to hear more of my singing in the future, but I really love singing. It's one of my favorite things to do as well. I love using my voice in like a lot of different ways that can serve as like a form of like self-expression. I love it so much. And long form video essays. There is a guy on YouTube who has that whole ass series that's like 8 hours about like Victorious. Love that shit. I love people who just like wake up one day and they're like, what if I made like 23 hours straight of this one thing? Like, that's that ADHD hyperfixation nonsense. Like, what? Like, the amount of effort that must go into that, oh, I can't fathom it. But I love watching that stuff. It's so cool. It's so amazing, and it gives me a lot of joy. This color in particular, which represents my hair color, and like my, I guess you call it my, like, I think it is one of my hex codes. It's like my main color. It's like a very muted pastel purple. I love it a lot. When I look at it, it makes me feel like I'm floating on like a cloud. And then of course the cat activation noise. Now for those who may not know what that is, you know, you ever seen those videos where someone walks up to their cat and they touch it and the cat goes, or like, or they just make like a bunch of different sounds. It's usually that main one. I fucking love that shit. Like, if I could make that like my, actually I could. Maybe in the future I should probably make that like my alert tone somewhere, like some form of it, because it's one of my favorite things in the world. It's like serotonin. All right, now for the things that I do not like. Oh, thinking about this just makes me feel all icky inside. So, roaches. That is my number one ick. That is my 100% just fucking no. Just hell no. Like, it's to the point where I think for like the last, oh God, what would you call it? For like the last, I think 5 years, living where I am, we get a lot of them in like the summer. So you can just imagine right now I'm like really suffering, and like I'm not having a great time, but I hate roaches in every form. In every form. They make me And then hot weather too. I guess that kind of goes into the above one. That's one of the main reasons why I don't like hot weather, because where I live, that's when the roaches like to come out and party. They're just like, oh, it's free real estate. Like let's go visit Yure and like hang out. And then every time I find one, God forbid I ever find one while I'm on a stream, because you guys are gonna hear what I what I go through when I encounter one, which is Not the most dignified moment for me, but hey, it's you know, at least we'll be sharing it together. You know, I won't be alone in it. You know, the iPhone default alarm sound that triggers like a fight or flight response in me. I can't explain why. I think it's something about like the frequency it's at, just like hits my body in a way that I do not like. And I think it's also because when I would wake up for school when I was really young, that was like the alarm sound I chose because I just hated myself. So I've grown to associate it with like the memory of like, you have to wake up to be a functioning member of society. I fucking hate it. And then the ocean. Fuck the ocean. No, like, come a little closer, Fuck the ocean. I have this like irrational fear of the sea to the point where it's hard enough for me to even go swimming because my brain will just like associate both of those things together. Just the idea of such a big body of water. Like, what do you mean this planet we live on is like mostly comprised of water? That's fucking bullshit. I hate it. I never asked for, we never asked. Did we ask for this? Like, who signed us up for it? Whose idea was it like, oh, we're gonna fill this like big rotating rock with like a bunch of liquid, and then we're gonna make all the inhabitants live on like this rock, these other forms of rock on this rock. But if they get into that water, sometimes they could just die, or they could get eaten by Lord knows what, a leviathan or some shit. I don't know. I didn't make the ocean. I didn't create the rules. But Miss Bao, please do not take that personally. I do love you very much. It's just your home. I don't vibe with. Don't bring me anywhere near the ocean. We will not. You will see me fucking. Don't get me. Don't bring me near that shit. I don't want it. I didn't sign up for it. No, thank you. Now, let's talk about favorite music and favorite dramas. I wish I didn't put so many things, but the problem is I am someone who I love music, man. It gets me going. I like to start my day with a particular song. Usually I wake up every morning and there's like a specific song that my subconscious has decided to inject into my ether. And depending on what song I feel in my subconscious, I'm like, okay, we're gonna start the day with this. And usually that kind of governs how the rest of the day is gonna go. Now, I love video game OSTs. When I was growing up, I never really got along with my classmates in certain ways because I was always very, very into video game soundtracks. So it's like, I would have like classmates be like, oh, hey, did you hear this new song by insert American artist's name here? And I'm just like, no, but have you heard the soundtrack to Kirby Air Ride? That shit go hard. That was always me. So it's like, you know, Sonic Adventure OST, Klonoa 2 OST, PSO OST, Twilight Princess, so many OSTs are my favorite. And then J-Rock. J-Rock is in my blood since like high school. I think high school was the time that I got into J-Rock, and specifically TM Revolution / Abingdon Boys School, because they're like kind of like they sit at the same table. And the lead singer of that group is like the biggest inspiration for me as a singer. I really adore him a lot, and he is one of the main reasons why in a weird way, everything kind of came together, because before I used to sing, I used to draw a lot, and I would listen to a lot of Team Revolution. And then when I started singing, I was like listening to a lot of Team Revolution so that I could like learn how to like sing and shit. So it all came full circle, and I find that very beautiful. And then Overworld, no introduction needed for them. And then Acid, which is I guess you could call them, I don't want to say indie, but they're like they were a band, and I actually used one of their songs in my lore video during the scene where Shadow fucking dies and it's all sad and shit. I used one of their songs in it. They're one of my favorite groups, and they have a very special place in my heart. And I remember telling myself a long time ago that if I ever wrote a story where there was a sad scene, I wanted this song to play. And I got to do it. It made me so happy. It was like, it's kind of like a dream come true in a way. And then Yure is she is the GOAT. She's absolutely fucking amazing. She inspired me a lot to learn how to like write lyrics and how to like have more fun and be more of like a her more early stuff. She taught me how to be more like of a shit poster, and I got a lot of like my music shit posting personality from her. She's one of my favorite musicians in the world. She's so cool. And then Kawada Mami, who did the opening songs for Index, which is like a very, very old anime, like from 2010, 2011, like early weeb era me. And then, of course, Hideki Naganuma. If y'all ever played Jet Set Radio, Funky Uncle. Nuff said. And then, of course, you know, we can't sleep on our queen Yukika, who she's made a lot of cool city pop style K-pop music. She's so fucking amazing. She has such a cool voice too. To this day, I still play a lot of like her songs and like my playlist like almost every day. It's like one of my favorite things. And then Snail's House, Moe-sup, Camellia. Holy Trinity for me. That's the Holy Trinity for me. I can't say enough, especially for Camellia. Camellia is like one of my main music composition inspirations. Studying a lot of his work is what helped me learn how to like write chord progressions and shit. I adore Camellia so much. He's such a cool musician. And then of course we gotta get to that K-pop section, because I am a boy group stan through and through. I'm a fan of so many groups, but I wanted to only put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could have put more, but I would have taken up way too much of your time. I would have gone for like 50 groups if I could have. But I put them in the order of the amount of songs of theirs that I have on like my playlist. So GOT7, I have like, oh god, almost all of their discography. I wholeheartedly adore their discography. I'm a huge fan of their music. NCT 127, one of my favorite B-sides of theirs is Whiplash. If y'all know that song, we will get along very well. And then of course Pentagon. You can't go wrong with a self-producing group such as them. Hui's an amazing producer and singer. Such a big fan. CIX, TXT, V, VIX. I don't want to take too much time on this. Anyway, dramas. Hanayori Dango. That, and I'm talking about the original Japanese version that came out like a long time ago. I watched that one when I was really young, and I thought it was so fucking cool, and it like made such an impact on me. And like the whole idea of like, oh, there are like these four cool guys in the school who like rule the school and shit, and they're called like the F4. I always thought that whole trope was so cool. And then Kimi to Boku, which is now this is a specific one. Kimi to Boku is the one I'm talking about is a live action drama that is actually about a man and his cat. Oh, I'm trying not to, I don't want to spoil anything about it, but it really tugged at my heartstrings. It's such a good drama. It really touched me so much, and I just one of these days I gotta rewatch it just so I can cry all over again. And then To the Beautiful You. Now, listen, I am such a fan of stories where someone like I guess I don't want to call it infiltrate, but like they kind of sneak into a place where they shouldn't really be sneaking into. So it's like about a girl who she kind of is smitten by a high jumper, and she finds out that he like quit high jumping. So she's like, what the fuck? Why'd you quit? So then she decides, what if I went to his school and tried to convince him to get back into high jumping? So she disguises herself as a boy and enrolls in his all-boys school in order to do all this shit. It's fucking bonkers. I love that drama. It's so cool. It has, so this one is like the Korean version. The original version is what was it called again? I think it was called like Hanazakari no Kimi Tachi-e. It's like the original Japanese version, which I did watch. And then I remember years later they made a Korean version and I was like, oh, holy shit. And then next, My Boss, My Hero. Again, I'm a huge fan of tropes where someone goes into a environment that they are not used to. My Boss, My Hero is about a mafia boss who has to enroll. He has to enroll in school and get like his degree. Oh, it's the cutest fucking story. Like everyone should watch it. I highly recommend it. And then there's just so many dramas I could talk about, but I don't want to take too much of your time because there's so much to talk about. You have no idea. I could talk for hours. I could talk for days, if so be it. Now, games, anime, movies. I will not talk about too many of these, but here's a list of all the shit that I like. I like a lot of shit. I'm kind of someone who takes in a lot of media. I like to inject media into my veins all of the goddamn time. This is why I sleep so much, because I tire out the reserves of my energy taking in all the media all the fucking time. I'm not gonna talk about all of it, but I just, you can take a screenshot and look at it and be like, oh, he likes this, he likes that. Like, oh, Now, which one? I'm trying to look at it and see which ones I want to talk about in particular. Okay, I will talk about... In terms of games, I will talk about... I will talk about Mystic Messenger. So in 2016, a wonderful phone game called Mystic Messenger came out, where you could date a bunch of bachelors and they could like call you in the middle of the night. Now, I did not understand how scary that would actually be to go to sleep and forget that you had set like your notifications on and you have like your phone ringing and shit, and it's like some anime guy calling you on the phone, and you pick up the phone and he's like, did you eat yet? That shit used to scare the hell out of me, but oh my god, I love the shit out of that game. It was a very turning point in my life, that's for sure. And then for anime, you know what? I'll talk about the first two because I think the first two describe me very well. Okay, Black Cat. Now, Black Cat is one of my all-time favorite anime from when I was a young kid. I think I rewatched it like 500 times, and then I went to the store and I bought the DVD set so that I could rewatch it every single time. And then I used to go to the library and I used to check out every single freaking volume of the manga, look at it, read it back to front, and then I would go home, go online and read the manga online. I had such a big obsession with it. Oh my god. I fucking love the piano solo. It's so fucking cool. Anyway, Black Cat. That's me. If you ever want to know who I am inside, Black Cat, that's me. Now, Suki Show. Suki Show is also a very good anime to understand who I am, because that was my very, very first yaoi that I saw at a young age. And it's about, from what I remember, because I saw it back in like, what, 2010? That shit, what I remember, and I could be wrong because I haven't seen it, but Suki Show, from what I remember, takes place in a universe where where it's just like gay is just like the automatic, and like I think there was like one girl in that whole anime that I remember. There was just like this world where men fell in love with each other, and I was just like watching that as a small kid, and I was like, is this if only this existed. That was fucking crazy. What was I doing watching that as a kid? Anyway, movies. 5 Goes West, which is the second installment in the American Tail franchise. Thank you for redeeming a stretch. Which is the second installment in the American Tail franchise, which is about a mouse family that goes to, oh god, what happens in the second one? I only remember like most of the songs. Like fucking, they go to whatever they moved from Europe and went to America, and like that was. This came out back in the day when going to America was like an actual dream people had, where it was like, ooh, that's like something amazing to like aspire to. Now that's definitely not the case, but 5 Goes West for fucking 8. That movie is amazing. That movie represents a lot of who I am. Ooh, and then I think for another movie to talk about, I'm trying to see which one. Finding Nemo is a very important one to describe me, because this movie in particular represents, I guess, the beginnings of like my ADHD nonsense. Because let me tell you a story. Young little Yure was like, what, 7 or 8 when Finding Nemo came out. And he watched that film and he was so enamored by it that for the next 2 years, he studied marine biology. I kid you not. I kid you not. I hyper-focused the house on the ocean, on fish, on all of that shit. And I got to a point where I learned so much that I was like, I don't know if I like the ocean actually. Sure, there was a tipping point. I'm sure I'll have the memory of it at some point. But when I was a kid, I loved the ocean to the point where I wanted to be a marine biologist. Oh, it was an experience, I'll tell you that. Now, let's get to my rep sheets. Oh, look at them. These will be put on my Twitter and also on I want to put them on like a website. That way it's easier to access. But I will be posting these on Twitter. And so take a look at my rep sheets. And a fun little detail, my outfit. Let me zoom out. This outfit you are seeing was designed by the incredible Minty. She was so fucking slay. Her fashion sense is like out of this world. I couldn't have asked for a better person to help, clothe me. Like a better stylist. She's an amazing stylist. She understood everything I wanted, and it was just, I lived for it. Oh, and you might notice on not this one, but this one, there's 3 variations. There's my normal form, there's this form, and there's also one where I'm just in my undies. Which, by the way, fun fact, currently right now, this is actually pretty accurate because I'm actually wearing let me look. Yes, I am actually I'm actually wearing dark purple underpants because I wanted to have good luck. So it's actually pretty accurate. This depiction right there, like that is actually what I'm wearing right now. And then of course, you have Shadow's rep sheet, which includes the specific height measurements for him, all his different forms, and color codes and all that good shit. So it's like, have yourself a good old time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great time. I knew before I debuted, I wanted to make sure that I had as in-depth of a rep sheet as I could. That way, no questions were asked about anything. Next. Next is the good shit. Hashtags. All right. So I definitely need to change one of these in the future, but my general tag is either Rayport or just hashtag Yure. You can use them interchangeably, but I think maybe Yure might be a little easier, but Rayport works too. Yeah. And then for my art, it is hashtag Yureilust. Yureilust. And of course, because you know your boy likes a spicy illustration every now and then, you can put that in my not safe for work hashtag Urotic. Yeah. Dude, do whatever, go ham. If you want to draw me, sucking up a milk tank, like go on ahead. Just make sure you put it in the proper tag. I don't want to be browsing my main art tag and then I find a fucking random picture like that. That'd be really weird. You know, I don't want that to happen to me in public. That'd be so embarrassing. Like, how would I explain that to people? Just like, like I have those proclivities. Like I can't explain it. And then, all right. Here's where we're gonna need a bit of help. So, I haven't fully decided which ones I want to use, but for memes, I like sat down and I was like, I have to think of like a bunch of different ones. I was like, okay, I came up with 4 different ones. Either Ghost, You Way, You Good, or You What? Whichever one of these, I'm not entirely sure. But you know, I do want to come up with a proper one, but I haven't really been able to. Seems like a lot of people like You Good. You Good, You What, You Good, You What, You Good. Which one? Which of these 4? Maybe You Good. Oh, Eminem meme. Oh God, how the hell? All right. How the hell do you do a poll? I'm listen, your boy's gonna have to get his streaming legs up on there. I do not remember how to do a poll, but you know the last 2 are pretty good, I think. You Good is pretty good, actually. You know, I guess we can settle with You Good. I think I'll settle with You Good. You know, because there aren't you know, it's on me. I knew before I started streaming, I was like, am I missing anything? I forgot that I was going to need to remember how to set up a poll, but it's fine. We're gonna go with You Good for memes. And then for live, I'm unsure if I'm gonna do You Rave or On Year, like on nya, like nya, on year. I'm not entirely sure. I think Your Rave sounds kind of cool though. I kind of like You Rave, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. Oh, thank you for the poll. Appreciate it. Okay, so You Good. It seems like You Good won. You Good is the winner for that one. Yeah. All right. So You Rave is the winner. Nice. Yeah, that's true. That would be a lot easier to remember. That is very, very true. All right, and then all right. Here's the thing. All right. Here's the thing. Just to jog your memory a little bit, these things in my ears are known as fan paws. But when you are here, you are also one of these. You are also one of these little creatures. You become one of them when as long as you're in my little neck of the woods, you are always one of these. So I'm not sure which one of these that I want to go with. I haven't fully decided. You know, I'm not gonna lie, part of me is kind of partial to the Z, because like anything with a Z just sounds like a shit post, so it makes me giggle. But it's like part of me kind of wants to go with either fan paws with an F or fan paws with a PH. Fan paws is kind of cool though, with like the Z. I think that's really cool. And also I like made sure to do like research. I was like, is anyone stealing this hashtag? And it turns out fanpause with a Z has not been stolen. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. We'll go with the Z then. Nice. I'm glad everyone else vibes with it. I had a feeling the Z one would win. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for your help. I appreciate the help a lot. Now, let us talk about my goals, my dreams. Cause I'm just a small little cat boy who's dreaming big. I want to do a lot of things, all right? Now, I'm someone who loves to tell stories, and I love to write and draw stories. One of my biggest goals that I've actually had this goal since I was very, very young. I want to publish a one-shot manga about my story. I want to put one together and just release it out into the ether. It would only be a one-shot because do you think I have the time to serialize a manga? Like, I'd die. I would actually fucking die. And then number 2, I would love to work with Studio Trigger in particular on a music video. Studio Trigger never fucking misses. They've created some of my all-time favorite anime, and I really love a lot of the animators that are on their team, especially I think his name is Imaishi Hiroyuki. I believe that's his name. He's like one of the main animators on their team, and he's like so amazing. He was like one of my biggest influences and inspirations. So to be able to work with him on anything would make me so happy. And perform a sold-out concert. I love to sing live. That is something you will find out in the next week. I love to sing live so much, and it would be such an honor to be able to perform a concert that a lot of people go to. I would love to put that on. Maybe even like a 3D type shit. That'd be so cool. And then number 4, get a proper recording streaming space. Now, my little graveyard den is pretty spacious here. However, sometimes bitches like to mow the lawn upstairs. So it could be a little loud if I'm trying to do certain things like ASMR or anything else, you know? I would love to get like a proper booth. That way I can like properly just feel a lot more comfortable releasing the hounds, screaming into the mic, and just making all kinds of dumb shit. Like, I'd love to get a proper space. That'd be amazing. Yes, ASMR is something that I love a lot, so I would love to do that. I definitely want to upgrade all of this. And then, make a short game inspired by my story. I have always wanted to make like a type of like, I don't know what you'd call it. Maybe some kind of God, what is the word? Some kind of like a like side-scrolling type shit. I think that'd be so fun. And also, because it's like Shadow, like he would make such a cool addition to like a game. He would have so many cool moves. Like I feel like that there's so many places I could go with all of this. And so it's like I'd like to try my hand at all of it and see what just comes up, you know? I would love it so much. And then being able to do this full time would be amazing. It'd be nice to be able to stream full time because I genuinely do love streaming. Those of you who remember when I used to do daily streaming in 2021, I greatly enjoyed doing it a lot, and it really kind of lit a spark in me, and I realized like, oh shit, like if I could do this more often, that would be kind of nice. And be able to do it for a living too would be fucking amazing too. And then of course, make lots of fun and awesome memories and get to work with all kinds of cool people. I am going to get over a lot of my fears and do my best to work with as many people, reach out to as many people. Like I want to do all the things. I want to have lots of amazing memories, amazing moments with people. Like I don't want to limit myself to anything. I'm going to try my best to do all of the things. It's going to be fucking crazy. I can tell you that. I can tell you that much. And then that's it. Oh, well, that is it, but there is one more slide, which is the schedule, which explains what's going to be happening next week. But yeah, that is the end of the presentation for the most part. Yeah. Thank y'all for sitting through all of that shit, and I'm actually very surprised I did not go too hard into tangents. I actually managed to keep myself on topic for the most part. Whatever that means. Let's take a look at what's coming up next week, shall we? The first oh, hold on a second. Oh, thank God. I was actually kind of worried that this wouldn't show up properly. But this is what is being planned for next week. So on Monday, I'm going to go over a lot more in depth about like the process of just everything it took to get to this point. I'm going to go over like design choices that were made, some like scrapped ideas, a lot of scrapped a lot of scrapped works in progress, and then also I'll even go over the process of the model too, because I think a lot of people might be interested in that, and I've always been interested in that shit. I love when people talk about like, you know, I concept ideas and like the process it takes to get to like a finished product, you know. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. And then of course on Tuesday, I'm gonna get back on my Pokemon Unite bullshit, because I can't get enough of that game, and I love to get angry at people, and I love to scream, and I love to maul. That's gonna be an amazing time. Oh, and then number 6. What could that be? What could that be? You'll have to go there to find out. There'll be something a little interesting happening on that day. You'll have to stop by on that one to find out what that one is exactly. And then on Thursday, listen, okay. Pokemon Violet came out like what? Was it this year, I believe? I know. Around this year, late last year. I don't remember. Time doesn't exist. None of this is real. Fucking, I beat that game, and I did a lot of crazy shit in it. And I was just like, I think it'd be kind of fun to go over happened while I was playing it, because I went through a lot of shit playing that game, and like I had a lot of funny moments, and especially in terms of like breeding. I definitely want to talk about that. Oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, sorry. Whoa, what happened? Whoa. My mic freaked out. I'm so sorry. Holy shit. Oh. Wow. What the hell, man? What the hell? I'm gonna have to make sure I fix that in the future. Of course you had to have one kind of scuff. There's always one. God damn it. Well, on the bright side, now everyone's fully awake. God damn it. That wasn't supposed to happen. Fuck. I really thought the thing is I even like made sure, triple checked, quadruple checked. I guess this is my debut L to take. Whatever. But anyway, moving on. On Friday will be Anisong Karaoke. I'll be singing a lot of my favorite songs from like current and older anime. It's gonna be an amazing time. I hope that you enjoy. It's gonna be... I have something very interesting in terms of like the format with how I do my karaoke that I think you're going to really enjoy. I'm already laughing thinking about it, but I'm so excited to show all of you. It's gonna be so fucking silly. Yeah, there'll be a lot of songs. It'll be a great time. All right. Oh, I need to move back to the other thing because we are done with the presentation. Move back. Wow. Oh my God. I actually got through that in one piece. Holy shit. Yeah, let me take a little sippy sip of water right quick. Oh. Oh my God. I can't tell you enough how nerve-wracking it was when like the first 3 minutes before I press go live, and then right as like my lore was ending and I knew that I was going to have to talk to everyone and how it was gonna be, I was like, oh god, what if I shit myself? That would be so crazy and no one would even know. I'd probably tell you it happened like in a year, but I wouldn't tell you what happened during the stream. But fortunately, I didn't shit myself. Now, I did, like, while the opening screen was playing, I like had like 3 trips to the bathroom to go pee, because I was just like, bruh, why did my body decide that now was the time to empty my bowels? Fucking bullshit. Ugh. I hate it. Oh, wow. But I managed to do it. We did it. So it starts. It all begins today. Well, I guess technically on Monday, but today is the big day that has happened. We did it. I got through it. I didn't die too much, at least. Oh. Now, I think it could only be fair to showcase, I don't know, should I showcase the lore one more time for those who didn't get to see it? Because I know there are some people who came in here maybe like after everything. So if you'd like to see it, I can show it one more time if you would like. And then after that, we'll go to the ending screen. All right. Make them watch the That is fair. That is fair. All right, yeah. I'll showcase the lore one more time just to re-traumatize y'all and to traumatize those who haven't gotten to see it yet. All right, let's run over to it. Bam.
Hello, I'm Ray. At least, that's the name I used to go by. I want to tell you a story. It's about a world of fear, a boy and his cat, and how they became victims of that world. Across the globe, the cries of abandoned cats filled the night, some laced with regrets, and others with hate towards the humans who had left them to die. Summoned by their sorrow, a demon panther named Chewie was born. With fur as bright as starlight, and eyes dyed with the wisps of a twilight sky, he alone wielded the power to fight back against humanity. He summoned forth his fan paws, feline spirits sent to terrorize anyone who mistreated a cat. Filled with dismay and hasty in their judgment, the humans slew the demon. Overwhelmed with malice, the fan paws took on a nightmarish form. They revived Chewie, and both disappeared into the night. Word spread fast, and soon arose a faction called Wishbane. They dedicated their lives to tracking down the giant Fanpaw, whom they named Shadow, and its master, Chewie. To coax them out of hiding, they lined the streets with murdered strays, and waited for the vengeful spirits to enact their retribution. The Wishbane grew in number, amassing loyal followers who reported sightings of any suspicious cats. Learning his lesson, Shadow retreated into the night, never to be seen again. However, Wishbane persisted, carrying out their atrocities regardless. That was until one lonesome boy came into being. My parents told me that when I was born, I cried inconsolable tears. I can't explain why, but I always felt this weird sense of loneliness, as if I was missing a piece of myself. I did my best to pretend like the feeling didn't exist. I managed to coexist with my peers and masked the emptiness that always tugged at me. Then, out of nowhere, came a strange sensation. A feeling there was somewhere I needed to be. Somewhere I always should have been. I followed that feeling, and it led me to him. There, kitty cat. You and I, we're a lot alike, aren't we? Nobody wants us, and we're all alone. Well, now we have each other. Come here. Let's get you out of the rain. Now, what shall we call you?
Who are you? Stay back!
I feel like I should be afraid, but something about you seems so familiar. The instant we touched, the emptiness I'd felt all my life was gone. Though we had just met, it felt like I was greeting an old friend.
Finally! Yure, my dude! I've been looking all over for you.
What? Who's Chewie? I'm not... Wait, you can talk?
Are you telling me you still don't remember?
Remember what? I don't understand. What is this? Who are you?
Damn, you warned me this might happen. Well, I guess I could fill you in. After all, it has been a while. Long ago, you and I were quite the team, taking out humans left and right. Like nothing or nobody could put us down. Then came the Wishbane. They slaughtered our friends, so many of them dead for nothing. Until they came for you. But you had an idea. A way for us to finally defeat those who caused our kind to suffer for all those years. You would be reborn as a human. As your body matured, your power would incubate long enough to make a final strike against them. Once and for all. I never expected it would work. I'll tell you, it took a lot of my power to make this a reality. So much power, I turned into that kitty cat. But when we touched, I could finally speak to you again. I could help you realize what you were created for. Chewie, you're the answer to our prayer.
My. You had us beat for a while. We've killed countless of your kind over the years, and yet you never showed. Still, you're here now. Returned from the dead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb! Your parasite fan paws crawled out of hiding and laid havoc on our cities. Men and women attacked in the streets. There could only be one cause. You.
So, you're the one who that cat was talking about. All those cats, all that slaughter, that was you?
The demonic entity ruling from the shadows, causing humanity to fear and tremble, has come back in the form of a child. How unfortunate. A pleasure to see you again, Chewie. It's a shame we won't get another chance.
I still don't know what's going on. Or why I'm involved. But one thing's for sure. You're out of your mind. I won't let you get away with this.
What makes you think you can stop us? Have the last 2 decades taught you nothing? We'll play this game of slaughter with or without you.
Shadow, where are you? No!
Would you look at that? 2 for the price of 1.
Dude, you remembered me.
Why? Why did you save me?
It's not like this hasn't happened before. It's no big deal. I can always try again. Next life.
No! I don't understand. There has to be something I can do. I can't let you die. Not like this. All my life. I kept feeling this crushing loneliness. But the moment I met you, I suddenly felt whole again. I can't go back to that life. A life without you by my side.
What is this?
Shadow! If what you told me is true, that I have power to write, maybe the power to save you too. I can't lose you. There's still so much I need to know.
I'm sorry. We'll get it next time.
No. This ends here.
Get them! It's no use! He's too strong!
About 8 years have passed since then. Wishbane still lingers, and they've continued their search for Chewie, to no avail. My first attack against them, although powerful, sapped me of a lot of strength since my power hadn't fully matured. Now, I live in a graveyard, somewhere they can't track me. I've taken on a new name, dyed my hair so those idiots can't tell it's me. The cat ears were new. Fortunately, people think they're just a fashion statement. I can use my power to become invisible. I can sneak around and steal things to survive. The world's a lot different since my first encounter with Wishbane, and it's somewhat peaceful, but they're still around. I can still feel the sorrow of Fanpaws in this world. Living in this new form, I've learned something about Chewie. It's the bond he has with others that gives him his true power. If I forge more bonds with humans, then maybe I can fully regain my abilities. Thanks to some folks I've met over the years, I've learned ways to do that, even with those who live thousands of miles away. So, you might ask, what happened to Shadow? Well, fret not, he's still around. He exists within me, almost like an extension of my senses. We're going to do our best to create bonds with as many humans as possible, and maybe with your help, we can save this world. Once and for all.
Like a ship without a guide, you sail aimless through the night and spend every waking second with your eyes closed in your memories from a not so
Oh my god. It has been such a fucking pleasure. Oh my god. I'm just there's a lot of feelings. But first of all, you guys are so funny in chat. All of the cat jokes. I'm so excited. I'm glad to be here, and I'm so happy that I can finally just showcase everything that I've prepared for like the last long while, and that I just, you know, we get to make memories together. It's gonna be an amazing time. I'm super excited, and I'm so grateful to everyone for coming to my debut. It has been it's been so fun. It's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get here, but that is where I shall leave you for today. We have a lot of fun stuff in store for next week. It's gonna be an amazing time, and I'm full of a lot of emotions. I gotta get food in me, and I really gotta take a shower because I was sweating like a son of a bitch. Oh my god. All right. Well, everyone, have a lovely rest of your day. Hope you have a lovely Sunday. And please always remember, do not the cat. By the way, sorry, I know that was a jump scare, but those of you who came up with Ray Run for VODs, you have an amazing mind, and I appreciate that. Ray Runs will be what I'm gonna call VODs from now on. All right, peace out. See you on Monday.